Hello there. What's up? How you doing? How you do? It is me. This isn't exactly a regular video like I'm doing. This is more of a showcase, I suppose. Um, I'm gonna leave a link to the description over what this is over. I'm basically, this is meant to, for a specific person, but I figured I might as well release it since, I don't know, maybe people might like it, and I don't know. Anyways, this is based on CC's rail design, and it's just me kind of trying to figure out how I wanted to compact it to fit under the rail. You don't have to do any of this, or sorry, like, anyways, it's just I thought I'd upload this anyways because it might be interesting to some people. Um, anyways, so this is how you're gonna make a four-way intersection. I would suggest watching CC's video first. I'll leave that in the description, and so that way you can kind of understand it with more detail. But I'll go over like the brief thing you want to do. So, the first thing you want to start with for this design. Oh, actually, let me showcase it first. Here's what it's gonna look like. All right. So you're basically what this is gonna do is whenever you have a where is it? Chest minecart, and I'm using these items for a filter system. Don't worry about it later. Don't worry about it though. You can watch CC's video for more like instructions. Basically, what was that? Was that sticky sound? Basically, you press this button, it goes flying. It goes to the left to start with. If I place in something like a, oops, if I place in something like a redstone dust, though, it will go a different direction. So in this case, it'll go to the right. And if I place in a torch, whenever it goes through, it will go straight forward. Like so. I know it might be bad, but I spent 4 hours on it, and I don't feel like spending more time on it, so this is kind of how you're going to do it. I want to show you. Alright, first thing you're going to do is you're going to build a 7x7 square. I'll give you a second to do that. Okay, once you have that, you're then going to make a 3x3 gap in the middle. You can basically do that. Right, so then where you're going to build your rails, start with the regular rails like this, where it's kind of going to do a little a squiggly line, just like so. So, you know, here, let me do an example. So you're just going to grab it there. For now, I'm going to remove these powered rails so I can show you later. Then in these gaps between them, right here, where you see these redstone blocks between them, you're going to place the powered rails. Like so. And then you're going to go underneath. You see these gold blocks? So the very left one from any side will have nothing, will have no good block. The right of any side, though, will have a gold block. Just for description, or like example, or whatever. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a target block, and underneath these gold blocks, you're going to place 2 blocks down, a target block, and then a redstone torch on top. And you're going to do that for underneath every gold block. Like so. You can watch GC's video if it's more, if it's better at like describing things if you don't understand something. He goes over it pretty well. Alright. And then what you're going to do is if you ever see rails pointing away from these, so not doing like the full squiggle and just like and just like turning to the left or something, like this one and this one, then what you're going to do is you're going to instead remove that torch. So in this case, it'll be these two. You're going to place a torch on the side like so, facing inward, a block above the torch, and then above the target block, another torch on the actual block that you placed, like so. So now you got that set up. The next thing you want to do is you're going to build 9 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then for both of these basically. So let me go ahead and so like that. You're going to build 9 blocks out on both rail bits here. I'm going to move over here. Now then, let me remove this, sorry. I was just doing some planning ahead on how I wanted to do this video. Now then, what you're going to do is you're going to make this start bit of the rail. So you have that 7x7. Going from the 7x7, 1 rail. Then you're going to place a detector rail. After that, you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. And then 3 powered rails. Then you can place a torch here. You're going to do the same on the other side, except instead of a detector rail, you won't have a detector. It'll just be all regular rails, like so. And then the 3 at the end. Alright, next what you're going to do is we're going to basically build the filter system. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to remove this rail here on the everything. And okay, so on the side with the detector rail, which is the left side, you're going to remove the very first powered rail, place a barrel on the inside, and then a hopper connecting to it into it like so. Then you can place the rail right back on top. All right. Next, you're going to put items, or like 2 hoppers, going underneath, and another 2 for now. Then place barrels, like so, on those bottom hoppers on the side. Sorry, remove those 2. And then you can go ahead and break these if it helps. I don't know. You can connect them back up, or you could have done it a different way. Like here, let me actually just, or you could have done something like this. Or, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm being weird. Okay, do something like that. Then you're going to grab yourself some glass. Some of this design specifically was from CC's video. I'm not sure if he actually made it or if he saw it from somewhere, but I'm gonna credit him for now since that's where I saw it from. And maybe he has credits on where he got the design from. But basically, you're gonna do a little setup like this. So, on these hoppers, the second row, I guess, underneath the rails, you're gonna have sorry, I don't know why I started building that without like informing. You're gonna put glass across from the barrels on the other side, and then on top you're gonna put comparators with these double like on the side towards the hopper. Then you're gonna place solid blocks like this, and then down 2 blocks. You're gonna do another one, and then over 2 blocks and 1 down, or over 1 block and 1 down. You're gonna do something like that. So it should look something like this. You're gonna want these hoppers to actually be going in towards the comparator. And then you're going to place redstone on these bits here. And then you're going to place here another little staircase bit with repeaters going outward. My cat is on my desk. Into the repeaters, you're going to make them go into a block. And then, oh, hey kitty. And then on these blocks, you're going to place redstone torches. So that's the main part. This is going to stay the same for all of these, along with the next part I'm going to show you. You're going to grab yourself copper bulbs, and right here on this bit that the repeater is going into, you're going to place a copper bulb like so. On top, a block, and then on the other side, you're going to place here, like that, a redstone bit of dust, and then copper bulb parallel to this one, and once again another block. Then you're going to place more blocks like so, and like so. These 2 sides are going to be pretty much identical for most of this. Then you're going to, once you have this configuration for both bits here, you're then going to have a comparator going into it. So the little one singular bit is going into this block. Then you're going to right-click them so they're flashing red, basically. Or not flashing, just like showing red. You're going to build 2 blocks up, and then you're going to remove these middle blocks. Then you're going to do that again, except here, down here. So, you should have something that looks like this for both sides. Like so. Then you're going to place a comparator with the singular bit going into this block, and then a redstone dust on top, like so. You're going to do the same for over here. You don't have to worry about right-clicking it like this one. It's fine. Then, next to these comparators, you're going to place 2 blocks, like so. A redstone torch, or redstone dust, and then a repeater going into it like so. Then you're going to place a block behind that repeater. And then you're going to do this next bit here, like so. You're going to place above the redstone dust blocks, and then you're going to do 2 blocks outward, and same over here, and then fill in that gap like so. On this bit, you're going to place a block on there. So on the right side, you're going to place a block right there and break that. I'm kind of bad at explaining things sometimes, so for some of this, if it's confusing, just try to copy what I do visually instead of audibly, because I'm kind of bad at explaining things. Next, you have this little like, here, I'm actually going to put this back. You have this like interesting rectangle, right? So you're going to put dust here, so that bit of dust should be underneath this detector rail, alright? Then you're going to place 1 more dust there, then that block back, sorry. I'm just going to do that so that way it's easier for some people to follow along. Into that block, you're going to do the comparator, so the singular bit is there. Then behind that comparator, 1 and 2. Then another one, but facing the like going the opposite direction of that comparator, like so. And you want this design is going to stay constant. So This will not change. Everything, the next bit of information I'm going to show you is going to be what changes the direction. So now what this does basically is it's kind of the base system of what you need. The rest of it is basically how you're going to program in the different directions that it'll start with. So I'm actually going to do something here. I forgot to place in these blocks, so give me a second here to replace these in. I didn't do it for this design. I only did it for the example one for some reason, so apologies. Give me a second here, though. I'm just going to make sure this is done here. Find the ones that are going the wrong direction. So this one. And don't worry about this, like, hopper here. Anvil and barrel. They're just kind of there for blocks I need to help with the system. So I can show you. You'll see why I have that there in a second. You don't actually need this in your build, though. Alright, now that's all set up. So, now what you're going to do is, back whenever we had those target blocks, you're going to build under these target blocks a ring. So, a ring that is connecting underneath the target blocks like so. So, you should have something like this. You can remove the blocks underneath the target blocks like so. Alright, next what you're going to do, here I'm going to switch things. Alright, next to the target block like so, you're going to put dust on each of these. Like that. And then in between, going around clockwise, sorry. So like that, you're going to put repeaters. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. Like so. Now you have that set up. So what these are basically going to do is, let me show you over here. What these are going to do, what I'm going to show you next, is it's going to basically change how it's going to start. So this one, whenever I send in the card, it'll default to the left. CC's video will describe this with further information. So if you want to watch that, it'll help if you don't understand why I'm doing this. So this one will go to the left by default. This one will go forward by default. So it'll just go ahead and automatically go forward. And this one, I actually, has nothing. Hold on, sorry. This one will go to the right by default, like so. So that's basically what I'm going to show you how to program those different ones. And then we'll get into the filter system in a second here. Okay, so in order to program this thing to go left to start with, what you're going to do is you're going to place a block here and a block here, back on these sides that we're copying each other, and place dust on them. Then you're going to place another block there, and you're going to grab your self comparator, sorry. And in between those two dust, you're going to place the comparator with with it right clicked and kind of turned on there. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot a actual major piece of this. Whoops. Something you're going to do again is you're going to another target block underneath all of the target blocks. Apologies, I forgot to include this. Underneath those target blocks, you're going to place another target block 2 blocks down and a torch on those, like so. And then what you're going to do is right here. So underneath each repeater block, like each block that the repeaters are on, you're going to place another block. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Hold on. Next to the target blocks, you're going to put something like that. Underneath these corners here, you're going to place 2 blocks down, a redstone dust, and then over here, like that, so it's kind of sticking out like that. You're going to then put a torch, so it's powering that dust, like so. Hopefully you understand. If not, then try to get it from the visual. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that for each of these here. And I'll get back to the bit of left, and I'll actually do a little review there, so you didn't get lost here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this in one recording because I really don't feel like editing the video. So I really tried to put this together so I wouldn't have to explain everything with, like, way too much, like, without it being really, really confusing and just from scratch or something. So I try to pre-plan most of these things, but I kind of messed up, and I don't feel like editing. Alright. So back where we were with the left thing, you have all that. Oh my gosh, I broke that thing. Hold on, whoopsies. Okay. Anyway, so you got all those. You have the comparator and whatnot. Alright, then what you're going to do is you're going to place a block in front of that comparator. Then underneath, you're going to grab right here, 2 blocks down, and break that block, and you're going to put a dust. Then for this block here, you're going to grab yourself glass. You're going to place the dust on there. And then you're going to place a repeater going into a block like this, followed by another block into dust. So it's just gonna kind of look like this. Like so. Alright, that's how you program it to automatically go left. So now if I grab a minecart, it will be going left. Or is this right? Wait, no, this is right. Sorry. Oh my gosh. No, I messed up saying that. This is how you make it go right. I'm sorry. That's how you make it go right. Sorry. That's how you make it go right. Got it? So this setup is how you make it go right. Remember that. That is right. That's how you go right. Not left. Right. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you how to make it go default. We're going to make it go forward this time. So, in order to make it forward, you're going to have to... I'm sorry for this one. Sorry, I'm just going to look at it real quick so I can remember. I have bad memory. Okay. Okay, I see. Alright. So here's what you're going to do for forward. You're going to place one bit here. So kind of in this like little zipper formation, like so. And then a dust on that. That's basically like that whole thing. Then you're going to do one block out from this dust on this other side. On here, you're going to, once again, put a block there with a comparator on top. With it, with the little red thing on. Then you're going to place a block and a dust on that. Alright. Then, so that's how you make it go forward. So now if I go ahead and, show you again. To make it go forward. So I go ahead and press that and it goes forward. Like so. Cool. Now then, you'll actually see that I have this extension here with like 5 blocks of extension and a button. This is just so I can kind of launch it with ease. You don't have to do this because this is, theoretically going to be connected to an already designed rail. So you don't have to do this unless you want to test it. So, I mean, if you want, that's all you have to do is just, you can expand it through more, put powered rails on, like that. If you want, but you don't have to. This is just so I can test it. Okay, now then, this is how you're going to make it go left on default. Sorry, hold on. Alright, in order to make it go left, my memory is horrible. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. Okay. In order to make it go left on default, you're going to go place a block here. And you're going to do this little thing. Oh no, whoopsies. Sorry. You're going to place a block like so. Please tell me that was right. I believe it is. It should be. Should be right. Like, correct. Completely. With no issues. You know what I just realized, just while doing this? Is that the design I just did is actually more efficient. So, yeah, look at that. That's fun. Alright, so this is how you want to do it. That zipper formation again. Then, over here, you're going to basically extend this. You're going to grab your glass again. Place one block up. Place that dust on there. Place a block here. And put another dust on there. So that's how you want to do that. And that's how you make it default left. So, if I place a minecart with a chest, like so. So now it goes left on default. Very cool. Here is the next thing I'm going to show you. This is kind of just how you get filters working. So I'm going to assign each of these directions a color and I guess a name along with it. So let's grab ourselves some wool. Let's grab red, blue, green, and yellow. You don't have to worry about my texture pack. It's just text pack. So red, blue, green, and yellow. This is just temporary, so I can kind of help you understand what I'm doing here. And we're going to call red A, blue B, green C, and yellow D. So these are kind of just different directions labeled by letters or things because that's kind of how I pre-named these. So you're going to grab little bits of paper or something. This will have a filter system. You can watch CC's video for a better description. This is kind of just to show you how to set it up, essentially. So you're going to grab bits, and you want 22 of these filter bits here. So So I need 3 of them because I made 3 systems, excluding that one. That was just for demonstration, but you should make a 4th one. You definitely want to make a 4th one because that's necessary, and you can make that whatever direction you want. These are kind of should show you what direction to go, but I'm only going to program these ones since these are the ones I made. So in each of the ones, you can kind of say where you want it to go. For this one, what we can do is we can look at where it's going. So just look at this left side. It's powering this torch, which is doing a lot. I'm just going to kind of figure this out on my own here. So this will be going right because it's going to be powering all these torches and it's going to end up right. So B is the one that goes right. So we're going to go ahead and put the B filters in there. So like so. So now if I grab myself here, I'm going to grab stacks of each like that. There we go. If I grab my chest with the minecart here, whenever I put in a B thing, it will go to the right. Because this is the one that defaults left. So, whenever I press the button, it will go to the right. Like so. Cool. Alright, now then we're going to look at this right side. I'm just going to take a look at it, a gander. And this one will automatically go forward. So that's red, aka A. So, I'm going to go over here. And make sure you understand that this is the one. These are the hoppers that are connected to these comparators that you want to put these in. So you're going to make sure A, you're going to put 1 in each of these slots, and then that's 17 in the first one, or really whatever slot you want, but you want to put in that first one. You just want to have 22 of the same thing, just completely in those. Alright, so now if I put in an A, it will go forward, like so. Pretty simple. It's quite simple, really. For this one, I'm just going to do another quick read here. This one will automatically go, it looks like, with nothing, it will go to the right, and with something, hold on, I'm trying to figure this out here. Okay, it'll go left when an item is in. So B on this left side is how you make it go left, like so. And then the right side will make it go, forward. So, to green, which is C, I believe. Wait, no. Did I call it C? A, B, C. Yeah, okay, so that's C. So that will make it go to C. Like so. And then, so if we put in B, it will go to B, or AK blue. And then if we put in C, it's also important, if you're going to test it, don't do it too fast, because there is a delay timer here. It's called a pulse extender. And if you do it, like, if you try to put in a different input, it's not going to work. It's just going to keep going the same direction, so. And then, if we put it in for, did I put D or, no, okay, I did put C. Good. Couldn't remember if I put in that. Alright. And the last one, we're just going to look at it again. So this one is the one that defaults to the forward direction. Yeah, so this one defaults forward, basically. So, to the left, this will make it go to the right, which is A. So, this left one makes it go to A. Whoops, there we go. And then on the right, it will make it go to the left. So, oh, oopsies. Which is C. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in, like so. It looks like none of them go to D, because I don't know, I just don't have it programmed to D. Why don't I have any programmed to D? What? Do I actually have none that programmed to D? Yellow's D, hold on. This one defaults right. Oh, it's because this one defaults right, this one defaults forward, and this one defaults left. So it's because they all automatically go to D. That's why I have none. That's funny. Alright, so this one, A, will go to the right. Like so. And then I think the other one was... Wait, which one does this default to? Left. Wait, no. That one defaults forward. Never mind. So that means that this one will go to C. Like so. Oh, wait, was that not the right one? C. is for... Oh, this one does go to D. Wait. Oh no, have I messed something up? Oh no, please. This recording is so good. No. I feel like I'm gonna upload it regardless. I think I did this right. Does this not? Or does this one? Alright, who's ready for some live fixing? We're gonna do some live fixing here. I think I've explained it enough though, so... Yeah, so this one... Well, oh, this was default left. Whoops. Wait. No, wait, that is C. Who is real? Ah, you see that? I forgot the comparator. That's why. Whoops. There you go, guys. It's fixed. See? Sometimes it can be goofy like that. There you go. Goes left. Yay. That's it. From there on, the rest of the stuff I'm going to say is basically kind of referring to CC. But you can check it out if you want. While creating this, I had a lot of very interesting moments. I learned a lot from making this. It started off, like the very beginning, was me trying to do this like T junction. That'd be interesting if you want to kind of see how I did this, if you're still watching even after the tutorial. So, I kind of started off with doing this type of stuff, which is kind of weird. It was my first try with no real experience. Watching CC's video really helped me though. And I thank him for that. It was a very well put together video. This was his original design here. Or, like, you know, the one. This is an attempt I made. It was pretty funny. Anyway, so here's some stuff I did learn. And I thought it was pretty neat. I liked the design I created. Thought it was pretty neat. I have, like, this in diamond blocks here, so I can show it off. And it kind of just does some fancy stuff with the subtractor version of that. And I found this other thing I wanted to show off was a neat pulse extender vertical design that I was thinking about putting in, but it never really could fit in. It only worked for like like this one. I tried putting it in because I needed a small pulse extender since it was really cramped. So that's how I created that. I thought it'd be interesting to show off. But yeah, that's about it. I could have put more work into it, but I'm proud with what I've have so far, so I'm good with it. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.